Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Dead. Last time we spent a while investigating pilgrimages and how it interacted with a specific dynasty legacy, and this time we're going to spend a little bit more time on it, as there were some people in the comments who felt that perhaps we didn't do it in a proper way and we didn't properly investigate whether or not it was working. They didn't use words that were quite to that effect, the comment is now gone, but the spirit of it is we need to do a little bit more this time. So, for you, commenter, we will do it properly this time. So, let me set the scene again. What we have done, if I go to us here, is I've taken a screenshot of this. So, this is our exact learning figure. This is what our learning is, what our buffs and what our debuffs are for learning. What we are trying to determine is whether, when we visit a holy site, we gain 2 learning. Now, this says, and what this specifically says is 2 learning per unique holy site of your faith visited. It doesn't say you need to do it in a pilgrimage. It doesn't give you any conditions. It seems fairly straightforward. Go to a holy site in person, gain 2 learning. Okay, straightforward. However, previously we've assumed we're going on a pilgrimage to find out this information. So, here's how we're going to test this. What we're going to do is we're going to go on another pilgrimage today. And we're then, as part of that pilgrimage, going to travel to the other holy site. So we currently have 2 holy sites we haven't been to, Akel and Chelmo. So we're going to travel to one, then on the way back we're going to travel to the other, and we'll see what our learning is before and after. The current theory, if this trait is working, is that it's putting our learning into the base learning stat. Now, obviously this is incorrect, and it's probably something that Paradox should clean up at some point just to make it consistent, but at least we'd understand it then and we can use it. If it doesn't go into our base learning stat, we have a couple of different options. One, the buff just isn't showing on the list, which could be for a multitude of different reasons. It could be that we have too many buffs on the list and it's just not showing, which is actually something that has happened before in this game. It happened with this window right here before they added the ability to have a look at the different bonuses. So it could be that. It could be just showing up and not on the list at all for other reasons. It could be not going up. It could be all sorts of different things. But if we have a look at what we had before and what we have after, we should be able to have a rough idea of what actually is happening here. So let's go on a pilgrimage and let's find out the answer. So where are we? Pilgrimage. We're going to go on yet another pilgrimage, which also is not the worst thing in the world, because it does push up the pilgrim experience and will probably get us to max pilgrim experience, which will get us an extra +2 learning anyway. So even if everything else turns out to be absolutely pointless, we will gain +2 learning, which is nice. Which one of these is further away, do you reckon? Do you reckon it's Chelmo or Akel? I think that Chelmo might be slightly further away. Now, it does actually matter which one is further away. The reason why it matters is if we go to one that is closer, we might not have enough time in the journey to go to the further away one as part of the same trip, and then we'd have to do a separate trip. So we don't really want to do that. Right. Customize route on the way back from Chelmo. Actually, we'll do it on the way there. On the way there, we're going to head to Akel. We'll then get on the boats, go down to Chelmo, and then we'll go across land back. It's that straightforward. Is there anywhere else we can visit on the way back? We could maybe go to here on the way back, just to grab some extra lifestyle experience, make it not a completely pointless trip. So let's head here and here. Wonderful. So that gives us a nice complete circle. Let's apply that. Do I want to head here? That's a little bit further out of the way. It would actually take quite a little bit of a detour to go there. So we'd have to go over the river crossings and yeah. Let's just go with this. Right. We're then going to go for contemplative, so we get more piety, but also so that we get more pilgrim opportunities. We're going to go for... I think we'll just go for an appropriate amount. Yeah, let's go for an appropriate amount here. We'll see how things go. Yeah, do we have any dangers? We have one dangerous place. Is that this? That is the hills. How much does it cost us for, I guess it's a mountaineer we need? Yeah, costs us 8. I'll pay the 8 to have no danger. Okay, start pilgrimage. Let's go. So we hired our mountaineer, and now we're off. Now, in January of next year, we need to send this person to the Varangian Guard, but beyond that, we don't have a lot else that is actively happening. Oh, I was also told that I missed my innovation. I thought I'd set my innovation, but let me have a look. Do we care that you're trying to kill someone? My kinsman heard Jolfer is scheming against my wet nurse. Oh, you're trying to kill someone. Yes, I'm going to throw him in jail for now. We're now going to ask that you convert to our religion. You're not going to convert, huh? Okay. Not really sure what to do with you. This is your liege. How do we get rid of him? Because I would like him to just go, but I'm not sure how to... I guess if I release him, he should, in theory, leave our court, because the position that he was in our court should be gone, because he was a guest, and that probably means that this person's the person who put him in our court. Right? Is that the way it works? I think that might be the way it works. Unless he was always in the other court, but he wasn't listed as our guest. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think if I just release him, it's fine. Let's gain a weak hook and then release him. That at least means we don't lose the dread. Wonderful. Yes, I was told I didn't set my innovation. So let me have a look at my innovation. I did set my innovation. I set it to this one. So, did that. And I've been told that my marshal has 40 learning. My marshal does have 40 learning. Great point. We'll change it after the pilgrimage because that's going to affect our learning numbers. But yes, we'll change it after the pilgrimage. Wonderful. Right. Carrying on. Mountains Flux is spreading. Where is Mountains Flux? It's up here. Okay. Well, as long as it doesn't spread exactly to where we're going, we're fine. Neighboring ruler has lost the war. That's fine. Don't need to worry about that. Keep heading up north. Ask to promote legend. No, you already asked me last time. I appreciate that you're offering me money to do it, but I still fundamentally just don't want to do it. Which is kind of the biggest issue for me doing it. Local hero. Let's patronize the local saint. Okay, so. Murder on you scheme has been abandoned. Great. We've arrived in Akel. We have left Akel. So, we have visited that barony, which by what it says in the Dynasty Legacy should give us 2 learning. Okay, so that, which we previously thought was not going to work, again, did not work. Everything is exactly the same. We're at 57 learning, base is still 9, nothing has changed. Okay, well, that's that one confirmed, which is fairly easy to do. Neighboring ruler lost war. It's fine, don't need to worry about that one either. Let's head across the water. We haven't had any events yet, which is kind of weird. As in any events like we got last time, which gave us extra opportunities for piousness, but that's okay. New court tutor needed. They were not educating anyone, which is nice. Usually they are, because they also happen to be people who... Oh, you should be on this one. Yeah. Usually they're people who are excellent, which means that they're also geniuses, but that's fine. I guess you could do it. Yeah, why don't you do it? Acclaimed Knight and Friend can currently take that role. You've gained a couple of different bonuses to your Renowned Physician trait. You're now a proper Renowned Physician, top level. Which is great because she's 37. She's going to be around for a while. Can we convert her? There's a chance we can convert her. Let's try it again. We have indeed converted her. That's great. Okay, now she doesn't even have a reason to hate us. I lost stress because this person is... Or I'm going to lose stress because this person is angry. However, what we can do... Also, the Knight's Knight is now a Besieger, which is interesting. What we can do is... We can move this to the side so I can actually see. We can demand payments up to 43 stress. And that will then cause our stress to go back down to 0 again at the end, pretty much. I'll go a little bit over, but the concept's fine. Are any of these worth getting? I guess I'll get the 31. There we go. Right. And then I can click this, and our stress goes back down. Wonderful. Starry skies. Out here late at night, I sometimes look to the stars and wonder, what is our purpose in life? Can the gods even see me this far from home? Dedicated pilgrim gives us piety, gives us a pilgrim experience. I can experience other cultures, so we get a secular pilgrimage, or I can do a theatrical pilgrimage. Let's make it more pious. Champion of Conquest also has a new person in charge. And we have smallpox. Oh wow, we actually have... wow, that disease spread quickly. My sister can choose how she's treated. But wow, that spread quickly. Is that a new disease? That's the Nylander pox. When did that start? That started in June. So actually that must have started here. It was just very quick in spreading. Okay, who knew smallpox is quick at spreading? What new info we have? Well, I'm going to isolate my... Well, yeah, I'm going to isolate my capital. That's the right one to do. That gives us the disease resistance, or plague resistance. Which, given the plague is already there, might not do anything, but let's start with that. Then you are going to switch to control plagues. Give us more plague resistance, and hopefully that'll make it go away quickly. That does explain why my knights are dying quite so quickly. I'll look for an accolade successor to the Knight's Knight. What does Besieger get us? Max size of siege weaponry regiments goes up by 2. But we were already over by 2. I guess because we've had Besieger before or something similar. Okay. Developmental champion has an heir. Champion's champion. Only our son is a potential heir, but we want to send him away to the Varangian Guard, so there's no point putting him in there right now. Care has lost smallpox. I lost some legitimacy because my capital has been ravaged by smallpox. Doesn't really seem like my fault, but okay. A curse undone. My rival has died of smallpox. At least we're not there, I guess. We've had this event before, so this is reflections on old empires. So we get Imperial Contemplation, give us some extra stewardship. Okay, on a learning challenge. To contemplate extra ancient faiths would give us learning. Let's not do that. Let's contemplate. Oh, that makes us more pious. Okay, I'll do it, even though it will give it. I made no progress. It made us more pious either way. It didn't give us learning, which is nice. I was just thinking I wouldn't do it because it giving us learning would mess up our numbers. We're still at 57 though. I walked the holy path and I gained some more experience. Has that put me up to max? That has put me up to max and it gave me +2. So we're +2 from where we started, but we're +2 because of the pilgrim trait. So that's fine. So we went from experienced pilgrim to prolific pilgrim. Wonderful. Carrying on, court tutor is dead, new developmental champion. Yes, this is not good for our realm. Yep. This is definitely not good. We did choose a great moment to leave, though. And some of our children are surviving smallpox. I mean, that's good. Did any of them actually get smallpox this time? Yeah, she has smallpox. That's not good. This is the one, though, when you survive, you get the immunity to it, right? So, that's at least positive. We are going to pray, make ourselves more pious. Although I guess we don't need to be more pious. Anyway, renewed jihad. The House of Islam is under grave threat from the onslaught of heathens and infidels in its very heartlands. In response, His Magnificence, Caliph Hossein has declared that an era of renewed jihad is upon the world. The core regions of the Dar al-Islam must be retaken at all costs. All righteous Muslim faithful should prepare to join the ranks of the Mujahideen for the upcoming struggles. This could be the beginning of unprecedented Muslim aggression. Is it just me, or does that gone... That's earlier than usual, right? Because usually what happens is the Crusades start, then that triggers the jihads, but the Crusades haven't started, right? Unless I forgot that popped up, but I don't think the Crusades have started. So that's interesting that this has. Now, I believe that the conditions for these starting are generally that you... Or it's like some land within a certain region is Catholic when it should be like Muslim. So I suspect it could be this land over here, this Kingdom of Africa, because that is usually, it's probably usually Ibadi, I would imagine. I'm trying to see if we got anything else. What's Kuramite? Zoroastrian faith. That's a, yeah, it's got a reasonable amount of space. It could be triggered by this, this Hindu faith, which has actually gone quite a bit over here. I think it usually stops there-ish, so could be that. Could be the Byzantines. It could be us. Yeah, I mean, we're obviously a target for everything. Like, it could be Oghuz-Il has pushed in far enough. Yeah, it could be that that's triggered it. I don't know. We're going to have to find out, because we'll know very quickly when they declare war what has annoyed them. But we'll see. Let's see if there is a jihad planned. I don't think there are any planned currently. That's fine. You can be a Knight's Knight. Great. I think you'll just be eligible, right? Yeah, there you go. Right, how's the disease looking in our capital? It doesn't look like it's going to spread any further, which is good. Care has become my acclaimed knight. He's become the champion of conquests. Ah, yes, Care, you... It's this Care, actually. You need to go to the Varangian Guard. Be gone. Right, now the other Care in 2 years can go to the Varangian Guard. Right. Back to the pilgrimage. 44 days on it. Anything in here for us to do? Nope. Smallpox. You have survived. My player heir survived smallpox. That's good. New experiences. We can be forgiving, or I'll pass. I'll just pass on the new experiences. That's fine. How are you? You are still not great. However, you're young enough that you only have poor health with smallpox, which is fine. Okay. Lines about legacy. I'm not going to read your poetry. Right. Clear these out. Accolades lack successors. Yeah, I'm aware. What's the other ones that you're trying to tell me about here? You exchange hostages and demand payments. Okay. A skillful courtier. There's only so much a woman can pray without looking for other equally important ways to spend one's time. And Jarl Ingrithr has a lovely residence she kindly allows me to visit. I hear some voices from one of the rooms. And in doing this, you'd achieve great technique. I peek inside and see Gurkhas, explaining her craft to a group of interested courtiers who eagerly follow her teachings. Is Gurkhas any good? Nope. Don't care. 2 days, pilgrimage ends. That is fine. Okay. So, our learning is now 60 because the base has gone up to 11. Alright, there we have our answer. The base has gone up to 11. Therefore, the answer is that it increases your base learning. Now, this is incorrect for the way that they implement every other buff in the game. Because every other buff shows you the buff, and then shows you the buff on the list of buffs. This does not. This is potentially a little bit of that. But, yeah, it just needs to be fixed. To be fair to Paradox, CK3 is a lot better than CK2 in regards to actually giving you information as to what's happening in moment to moment, right? It's a lot better about revealing buffs, about why things go up and down, all sorts of things. It's just these odd bits need to be cleared up here and there. But once we know what it is, it becomes a lot easier for us to use because we can just look at it and go, okay, it increased our base learning. Wonderful. Right. Now we've done that, we can head home. So all the way home. Let's do that. Head through here, so we got some martial lifestyle experience. We have a new cadet branch. Where do you have land? Småland. Okay, so we've expanded a little bit further down there. Alright. Or we had expanded and that's just her creating a branch, which I guess is kind of both a bit of each. Let's take Never Back Down. I think the extra advantage is good if we're going to lead armies. Okay. Continue our way through here. Base has come of age. He has a great eminence. He has 8 diplomacy off of that. That is a great amount of stats that he's just got there. He has come back to a slightly disease-ridden court. That's okay. Hey, Yeva survived. That's good. You kind of need to go to the Varangian Guard, child. Let's add you to the Varangian Guard list. Right. But yeah, he also has Pilgrim, because I guess he went on one of the pilgrimages with us. Neat. And he is strong already. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Now we have the question, is he better than Yeva? They're kinda comparable, right? I mean, she's a little bit down because of smallpox. Let's just wait a second. Yeah, she looks a little bit better now she doesn't have the smallpox debuff, but he's also a little bit younger. Okay. Okay, and 3 virtuous traits is nice as well. That's gonna help a lot with actually getting people to vote for him. Mystic Wisdom for 5 years. Gets us some extra learning. Oh yeah, somebody was suggesting that potentially as well we don't want to go on another university trip because we already have pretty much everything we want from the learning tree. Also, I do need to take Whole of Body now that I see it. Yeah, potentially. We have nothing left in here. We should probably switch from this. But on the other hand, if our learning goes up, or like if we go on another university trip, our learning will go up even more, and we can have an absurd number written in the learning column, which is its own little bit, you know, its own little nice thing. And that actually does help you when you go to do tournaments, because if your learning is really high, those checks at the end of each phase of the tournament, the ones that say this stat plus this stat challenge, a lot of them have a learning component which you can use, which would then allow us to basically pass those and win every tournament, which is nice. The impressive defensive structure at the peak of Volkovsky's forest is quite something. As I wander along the outer perimeter, I note a peculiar person in the distance. She appears to be mumbling to herself, all the while stopping to crouch and collect what appears to be herbs of various kinds. It's almost as if she is talking to the herbs. I approach her carefully and she looks up, various herbs displayed in her palm. I notice a spark of curiosity behind her eyes, proposing an unspoken question. Okay. So we can get some poisonous ones or increase our learning. Get a court physician, or this is a waste of my time. Let's see what we got. We increased our learning by 1. You see, we can see the number keep getting higher and higher and higher. And get to ridiculous amounts. We have another guest who has arrived, who is not that impressive. Okay. Could the disease be gone by the time we get back? That would be greatly appreciated. It is kinda gone. Okay. That's nice of it. The disease is completely gone by the time we get back from our pilgrimage. Great. Are we still isolating? The capital is no longer isolating. Yeah, that does remove when the disease itself removes. Cool. Go down here and just wait for us to get back. Another person survived smallpox. That's another son. Well done. The finer points of diplomacy. This is our son and ward. What do you want to give him? Forgiving, trusting, or patient? Patient used to be really good in CK2, so I'm always like, oh, patient's amazing. Is it actually good in this game? It's okay. Forgiving is bad because it gives you stress when you try and deal with your prisoners. Trusting is okay, but it does mean that schemes are more likely to succeed. I guess I'll take patient. It is fine. I mean, I guess it's only positive, right? So, yeah, let's take it. We have returned home. Wonderful. I return home and go, hello everybody, how have things been going? And everyone's like, well, there was smallpox and half the court died. It's like, oh, alright then. So not much happening. Carol is our Knight's Knight successor. I don't know why he got unassigned. Developmental champion could be Baze. And the champion of conquests can be my son. Yeah, okay. That's fine. He has a different secondary attribute, it told us there, but to be honest, that happens quite a lot. Right, you need a little bit more martial. You need to go on the trip. Yeah, You also need to go on a trip. Can I send you to the Varangian Guard in 2 years? Okay. I was just checking if I could do it while he was an acclaimed knight, which I think I can. Okay, that's fine. Check everything else here. Any new legends? Nope. Okay. Oh yeah. Also, this land up here, it split into 2, so we can grab this bit of land back if we want to. Also, he's got a very weird outfit on, and he's a lunatic, and he's one-eyed, but we could take this land back. We're still getting the bonus from the culture. If I go and have a look at culture, we should still be getting the bonus. Oh, actually, this is because we share a realm with Basque now. Interesting. That's slightly different. Wait a second. That wasn't right. Because we share a realm with Basque. What was I looking at there? I was looking at the cultural head. That wasn't really what I was looking for. I was more looking for which realm Basque is in. It should be over here, right? Yeah, so is this still the same realm? Yeah, so this is still Leon. So it's still the same realm. It's just a different culture is giving us the bonus this time. Okay. Yeah. So we're still getting the bonus from that. But we can now take away this this land from them if we want to. Which we should probably do. Yeah. You know what? This is a nice, easy war. I would like to seize the de jure duchy. Wonderful. Let's go up here, set some troops down, and go. You have no allies? Wonderful. Let's grab ourselves some men-at-arms, and let's go. That was really quick to spawn there. Okay. I have been told that previously it could be related to where you station them, how quickly it is for them to like spawn in. I'm not sure if that's true, but I have been told that previously. So it could line up with reality. Right. Head up here. Let's go do some sieging. Neighboring rulers are winning wars. That's good. Alright, they want against my vassal. That's less good. Okay. Keep heading up here. And we can now spend this, which will give us development growth in our capital. Nice. So what is our development growth in our capital? It's going up by 4.4 each month. Okay. So every 25 months we gain a development. That's pretty good. That'll go up very, very quickly. Nice. I'm just going to win the siege. We'll see what happens with these guys. Are you going to my capital? Is that what's happening? Yep, I think that's what's happening. Well, I'm going to head to your capital and siege it, and that'll give me 100% war score, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, they actually just went to this random province. My son is about to leave court. I'd rather you didn't. Honestly. I'd rather you just waited 10 seconds and I sent you to the Byzantines. Which I can do in February, right? 14th of February in a year's time. I do want to send that one first, though. We'll see. I can always just re-invite him because he's our son and our friend and he'll just say yes. But anyway. I'll lose some stress on that event. Nice. And we got that one. That's fine. Designate a guardian for you. You are possessed. Oh, who would like to educate my possessed heir who will definitely not be getting an intrigue education with his possessed personality? We don't want to teach him how to poison people. You can educate him. There we go. That seems better. Right, let's go defeat that army. Which we should be able to get to before they finish the siege, which will at the very least break their siege if they run away. You are always there for me and I hope you know that I am grateful. My son, Paxiot, approaches me in a rare display of appreciation. I can get a favor on him or a friendship. We would prefer a friendship. Right. Dynasty Legacy. Family recipes. Significantly more likely to generate legendary animal sightings. And you get more experience in the Eager Reveler and Hunter experience trees. Great. We really just want Field of Cloth of Gold, because that gives you the free activity, which is a great way to kickstart a new rule. Oh, my vassal has taken a bit of land. It was Embarking. I didn't mean to right-click it. I was hoping that if I moved my mouse away, it would not get rid of it. It was something like that, wasn't it? There we go. I put too many M's there. Yeah, so they have now taken that bit of land for us, which is nice. Is that de jure part of their land? Nope, they've just randomly expanded into a new place. Which I'm sure will cause us minor amounts of issues. Yeah. Okay, cool. Anyway, back over here. Clear out that. Back to the war. Right. Prisoners are dying in my dungeon. We'll sort them out in a second. We've won that battle. That gave us another 143 gold. We wiped them out. Level of Fame is now maxed out, which means that we get even more knights, secular opinion, and base... well, I actually don't know what base value means here, but that's fine. We get more secular opinion, number of knights. And we can now enforce demands. Right. So we have that little bit of land left, and it makes it look a little bit nicer, even if there is just a pocket of Leon sitting there. Oh, you became the vassal of my vassal, who's now probably happy I pressed his claim. Yeah, press my claim plus 50. Nice. You want to convert to my religion? You want to be sent a large gift? Then convert to my religion? Maybe. Hey, he converted. Wonderful. It's great. I mean, his heir is still this person, which is going to be a problem for us, but I mean, if we let his wife go, there's a chance that he would have a child. Actually, you know what we might do? I was going to execute her, but apparently that's tyranny. Okay, I guess I will simply gain a hook and release her. The reason I was thinking about executing her is that means he would get a new wife and potentially chance of getting somebody who's more likely to have children. But anyway, we will simply get the weak hook and let her go. I'll demand that you convert. You're already my... yeah, you are already my religion. How much does this lower? Diplomacy by 5. Okay. It's not... I thought if... Oh, you're only under house arrest. Yeah, I thought this affected prowess, which is why I thought I'd have a look. Because if it did, then potentially you could be fine. But, no. Let's just gain a weak who can let you go. Right. Let these guys go here. Okay, your neighboring ruler has won a war, and you've converted to Russell Khazar. Alright. That's fine. Wonderful. Talking of culture, we converted... What, one of these? Yeah, now it's spread a little bit. Yeah, culture is definitely spreading. Just slow, but it is spreading. Interesting. So that must be, yeah, I think our reasonings for why this was happening previously are correct. It must be spreading because it's now only 4 years to do it rather than like 16 years. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to put you into that position. You're also a powerful vassal. I hate to annoy you, but like, I'm going to put in Mordvinia here. There we go. That's fine. And you can manage the Royal Guards for now. Right. Also, that means our learning has gone up even more because we get more from learn on the job. Great. Right. Clear this out. Let's see what things we've got in here. Do I want to repair this? Sure. Next. Your head of faith would grant you a claim on something. Don't care. Can grant vassals to rightful liege. We should probably check that list. Accolades lack successors. Let's have a look at these. So, your successor is going to be this son. That is you. The only reason you're not a successor is because your prowess is dropped. Okay. Well, let's force you to be a champion. And then you can be the successor. Wonderful. It might be because he became one-eyed in the time since we last saw him, so he literally dropped prowess. You're fine. This one, only our husband is eligible. We can do better than that. Did you leave my court? Get back here. When I saw only my husband was eligible, I realized that meant that he'd left the court. Which is kind of funny. So that's you. Also, is your prowess dropped since last time we saw you? Maybe. We can send him off. Yeah, we want to send him off to the Byzantines, but we want to do that after we send you to the Byzantines, which is in like 4 months' time. I guess we could send him first, and then we can send you after. Right. That's fine. Family members can get married. So, Care is currently... oh, my son is second in line? I just realized what that means. That means he's second in line in the votes. You have already gone to the Byzantine Empire, therefore you can marry. You only have quick. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go crazy. We're going to give you Herculean. Because I believe that means that you have a chance of having a child who is both genius and Herculean, because I believe it could pass genius down from us. I might be wrong, but I think that's the case. What do we want to grab here? This thing. I'm on arranged marriage. Is that right? Should I be on? I should be on find spouse. Same thing. Okay, there's just not a very long list. I was just double checking. I guess I should have realized she was outside our court. You could, in theory, marry that person. We would need to wait 5 years, though. I think that's fine. I'm not in a hurry for this person to get married. This is an alliance with some random person in Pronsk, which is somewhere in our realm. Okay, sure. Send proposal. The other two need to go to the Byzantines. We can pardon criminals. We have a lot of criminals we could pardon. We'll leave the list here for now. We can work out what we're doing with them later. Probably imprison or pardon them. Right, let's wait a second for that marriage to go through. Now let's have a look at granting vassals. So I can grant Morir to Bjarmaland. So who? You hold Morir and a barony title. Let me just check. That doesn't look like it should be is in with Bjarmaland. Do you have something else? No. Do any of your are any of your vassals duchies? You are a duchy. Where's the de jure of that duchy? Ah, it's over here. Yeah, so that's where it thinks we should give land away to. I was getting a bit confused. I assume that's where it thinks I should give land away to. Let's just go and have a look at where this guy is. Oh, no, they also have land over here. Okay. So, yeah, he might de jure be your vassal, but actually you just need to hold less land. White Rus can have Grodno. Where is Grodno? Grodno is here. Is that de jure part of White Rus? Kinda, but Grodno needs to be smaller. Glacia Volnia. You can have Halych. Halych is here. Halych is de jure part of your land. Yes, I will grant you Halych. And that will make him like me a lot more. Okay. What does he desire? The Earldom of Volnia, the Earldom of Halych, and the County of Bells. Well, I can give you one of them for now. That makes him like us a lot. Finland. You want Viipuri. Does Viipuri only hold the land in Viipuri? Yes. Alright. You can have that vassal. Wonderful. Next. Pinsk. I don't even know where Pinsk is. So this guy should leave land to that person. Because de jure Pinsk is over here. Nah, I think Pinsk is broken. Dala of Ashley to the Ukanusko High Council. Well, there's Ashley. And you want it because it's part of Volga, Bulgaria. Did you create Volga, Bulgaria? Volga, Bulgaria is your, yeah, that's your vassal. Well, I guess I'll give you the, I guess I can give you that one vassal. Why can I not give you, yeah, I can give you that one, right? Oh, let me just do it through here. I was just wondering if maybe it gives it to the, no, it's exactly the same. I was wondering whether maybe it would give it to that person underneath if I went through here, but it doesn't, so that's fine. Right, sorted out the list slightly. Wonderful. Right, unpause. Level of Splendor has gone up. We are now at Legendary. The max level of Splendor gives you a maximum of 55 Long Reign Opinion. We shouldn't be anywhere near that right now, but let's just see how much our vassals have for Long Reign with us. Plus 15, so until we're 85, we can still be gaining Opinion with them. Great. Why do I have Magnus marked? I think it was because we were befriending him at one point. You are my player heir. However, as we've noticed, Baze is actually second in line, as it said. So, let's have a little look at our active elections and just see what we got here. So by vote score, he's actually very high up. Now, this will be because he has 3 virtuous traits, right? Let me have a look here. Why are you voting for him? Devout Pilgrim. Ah, so he's a pilgrim to start with. Strong man, brilliant man, so he's literally strong and brilliant. Pious, belongs to a prestigious dynasty, should be the same for both of them. Yeah, temperate likes temperate, chaste likes temperate. Okay. Oh, Annie is a diplomat. He's too young, is -10, but that's okay. I think we're gonna vote for him. Yeah, I think you are my heir. I think, although she would be good as an heir, I think that is more likely that he takes over at this point, because he's a little bit younger. So let's switch over to him. We're not planning on dying anytime soon, so this might not even be our heir. This might be our next temporary heir, but anyway, we will definitely switch them all over, and we'll see whether everybody votes with us. Okay, so that makes our succession already look a little bit messed up. We'll wait a little bit. Right, anything else that we want to do? We could do a grand tournament, now that we've got incredibly high learning, and I was talking about how good learning is for grand tournaments. Could join your hunt. I don't really want to, though. Clear out that list. Developmental champion still needs a successor. Baze would be fine. I need to send him away to the Varangian Guard first. Sorry, I know I've gone through these before, I just want to check. So 14th of February next year. Let's hold the grand tournament. That will at least move time forward. There we go. And we will hold that. I'll just hold it in our capital. That's fine. We are going to do a duel. And then, you know what? Let's do a thinking tournament. Let's do a board game tournament. Wonderful. And we'll participate in both of those. I don't need a mountaineer for this trip. I think that's fine. So that costs way too much money. Let's see if we can lower some things. Still costs way too much money. Let's go down to a level 3. 650. Let's do that. Champion is going to be my champion. Yeah. Let's start the grand tournament. Yep. Let's go. On track to qualify. Well, I'd certainly hope so. Okay, how long have we got here? 45 days. Okay. Grand tournament has opened. Great. Still another 27 days till we can do anything. And another 10 days? 8 days. 2 guests have arrived. Nice. Let's go to the tourney grounds. Passage of Arms. Restless while waiting for the contest to begin or simply eager to exhibit his skills, my fellow attendee, Asbjorn Gada Zagar, has proclaimed a passage of arms at the outskirts of Novgorod. If any able-bodied champion wishes to pass, let them face me or be disgraced. Instead, he keeps the spurs of all he defeats, and any lady who wishes to pass unescorted must leave a token to be reclaimed later on her behalf. So we can say now that is a champion. The silver hand will gain 10 glory. Silver hand? What's a silver hand? Is that one of mine? Or is that someone else's accolade? That's somebody else's accolade. Oh, okay. Whose court are you in? That can't be your you don't... Do you have an acclaimed knight as a count? I guess you do. Or you could do. Okay. Or this foolishness is forbidden. This foolishness is forbidden. I forbade it. Hey, he's now a new player heir. It didn't take very long for that to happen. The ongoing conflict between Jarl Novora and Duke Ketu have been working tirelessly to get to the heart of their quarrel. I believe that with the right encouragement, a settlement may be reached. I don't care. They can keep fighting for all I care. It's not my issue. Task was aborted, so that was one of these. It was this one because they already converted the land. Why don't we convert this bit of land right here? Right. Don't suppose you've like started a jihad yet, no? Just checking a few places. No, okay, that's fine. Holy Roman Empire is holding together pretty well, as is England. It's definitely expanding a little bit. Ireland is also stabilized. Got 9,000 troops over there. Anyway, back to our tournament. How long we got? We've got 9 days. Do I want to go to the artisan's quarters? Or is this going to ask for money? Let's go tent camp. Okay, we will take the... I don't think I need the score increase, actually. Let's try and increase our martial. Gain martial lifestyle experience. That's okay. We got quite a lot out of the martial lifestyle experience we got. Also, when we get the next learning, I'll switch. I just forgot to do it and then realized that I'd forgotten to do it. And thought that actually it would be easier to just wait and, yeah, do it later, basically. Once we get one more. Yeah, so you're going to go and gain the trait Varangian. You go ahead and do that. Oh, that does take them out of being in line to... Okay. That takes them out of the claimed knight position. Interesting. Or in claimed champion position. Okay, well we shouldn't fill in any of these until they go and come back then. How you doing? You're doing alright. Let's... after the tournament, we'll give them some jobs to do. Tourney grounds. I don't want to be a falconer. I'll take the score increase. Child of my dynasty. Cordula is robust and intelligent. So that's the child of Yeva and Dobre. Okay, so yeah, again, they haven't got the top level traits again. Although I actually, on this case, that would have been what I expected previously, because she's a genius and he's Herculean, so it wouldn't be a guaranteed anyway. So I don't know. Yeah, that's still pretty good though. Robust and intelligent are not a bad couple of traits to have. And if we get multiple people who have multiple traits, we can then marry them to have people who have multiple traits of the same type, and then they will in theory have children who have both the traits, and then you're off to the races. We became best friends with Baze. Wonderful. Show of homage, you giving me money? Wonderful, not everyone comes with money either. Court Grandeur is now level 8. You go to the tent camps. I'd be surprised if Valno doesn't sweep the floor of the other contestants I hear as I walk around the camp. A group of visitors are eating around a pot and I spot the very Count Valno sitting with them. You exaggerate, my friend, he says as he folds his arms. I lock eyes with him and give him a subtle nod. If you'll excuse me, he mutters, getting up. Is there something the lady wants to discuss? I'll just say I want a fair fight. Right, let's grab our one learning point here, which gets a zealous vassal opinion. And then it is probably time for us to switch from this. Also just thinking, if we were... Yeah, if we were to go on a pilgrimage, we would get down to Radiant, which would give us level of devotion impact. Multiplied. So we'd get a lot of Vukonusko opinion for doing that. So there is a reason to go on a pilgrimage for that. Anyway. Let's go to something else. Stewardship is an obvious one because we can get to centralization. If we're going to be alive for a while, getting that development growth in the realm capital could be really good. Another one we could do is marshal, because then we could go down household troops and then overseer, so it gets down to absolute control, which would get us a huge amount of bonuses. Potentially go down strategist. There's a lot in marshal that's very good for us. Don't think we need to do that one. Yeah, let's go down here. Let's go in here and grab ourselves pure stewardship. So it means we have 41 stewardship, which is lovely. And I just want to check my royal court, because I'm fairly certain in the royal court, in here, we took one that gives us... Did I not do that here? I guess I never equipped it. I thought it gave us one here that gave us lifestyle experience. I guess I never put that one on, or that was a different character. We also don't have marshal, so we don't need to do that one. Do we have anything in here to equip? I think we only have what we're using here. Yeah. Oh, the disease has gone from our realm. Let me switch you back onto giving us lifestyle experience. Yeah. Great. Okay, that's fine. Fine. You can vassalize this guy? Who's this guy? Oh. I suppose I'll vassalize him, yeah. That's fine. Yeah, so it looks like their land fell apart slightly, which is why we've now been able to vassalize them. My champion has entered my duel contest and actually succeeded. That's good. Yeah, they got into the contest, which is better than a lot of them do. Right. Landless warrior wants to compete. He's not that bad. Okay. So, you should probably be Finland's vassal. But before you're Finland's vassal, you should probably convert. Let's give you a gift. Let's get you converted. Okay. Also, I'm assuming that means that Leon fell apart. Or just had a succession. Just had a succession a while ago. Yeah, I don't know how you were independent, but anyway. Oh, it might be the game rule. Is there not a game rule for enclaves? Like, that tries to reduce enclaves after a certain number of years? Let me see. Game rules? Enclave independence. Enclaves of independent rulers at peace will be removed upon succession unless connected via naval path or part of the de jure territory. Yeah, it's this one that's on by default. Yeah. So I think that means that that land probably had a succession happen to it recently. And that's why it split off. I don't know. That'd be my guess. You will face this person. Alright. We'll destroy that person. Who else is facing who? So Valno of Nyland is facing Sumarlithi, who should destroy them. Lali is facing Count Starkrither. That one seems like the weakest of the matchups. We'd expect Lali to win. Yeva is facing Ivar. Yeva should lose that one, actually. I think Ivar wins. Just about has it. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm not going to cheat. Why is the stubborn give you stuff for not cheating? Like, gives you stress for not cheating. That wouldn't really be how I would see stubborn, but anyway. We got the ambidextrous thing here. Wonderful. I'll do that. That also got us some towards our aspiring blade master, but I don't really know where we're at with aspire. Yeah, we're very, very, like, far back in that tree. It's not like we're anywhere near actually doing anything. Right, Finland, I'm going to grant you that one as vassal. Great. You can sort out your own vassals at this point. Okay, so no learning challenges here, but there is a prowess diplomacy challenge. And we won. Nice. So we have defeated them. Yeva and Ivar has been decided. Yeva's through to the semi-final. Well done. Sumarlithi and Count Valno has been decided. Sumarlithi is through to the final. And we are facing Sumarlithi. So that means that Yeva is facing Lali, which is should be very easy for her. Alright, facing this person, who is actually pretty good on prowess. Okay, so, enough, I've had no more. He calls out, I can see from the tremors on his body, it's not my skill alone that causes such a loss of fight. Sumar Lethi fears me. I'm too scary for him. Let's say you should be proud of your fight. We have defeated him. Sumar Lethi has conceded to his opponent Sumar Lethi in the duel contest. Sumar Lethi progressed by default due to Sumar Lethi's resignation. Indeed? Yeva won. We're going to face Yeva. I could concede and let her win, but I'm going to win. Okay, we're going to flex to the crowd. Going to do our challenge. And we've won. We beat our champion. Is this going to say our champion was rubbish, as it usually does? I sense a win and claim it before, and rush to claim it before Yeva recovers. She withers under my flurrying blows, barely keeping form of her guards. At last, until at last, she steps away, yielding the judges call an end. I have won. Wonderful. Okay. Though she didn't win, I'm still proud of my champion. Fantastic. We didn't get the champion is garbage event, which I think I don't know if I've ever actually seen it be like, I'm proud of my champion. She would have won had we not been in the tournament, most likely. We get prowess per level of fame for 5 years. Ooh, well, and plus 3 prowess as well. That's very good. Plus a pile of money from all the people who were landless knights who just so happened to... Actually, all of these are Yeva. Yeah, we got a pile of money for Yeva getting through all of that. Great. I won. I actually won, it says, like it was a surprise. I have 59 prowess now. Let's go to the tourney grounds. Let's get the developmental champion 100 glory. Yep, that seems good. Yeva may get an impressive nickname. Did she? The Fury. I mean, that's good. I was going to ask when I could send him. I've already sent him, haven't I? Yes, you have the trait Varangian. So now, it's you that we're waiting to send. We can send you in 2 years in February. Okay. How is our succession looking, by the way? He is the heir. Alright. That was easy enough. Let's have a look at the voting, just to have a look at the top level. Yeah, he had more than she had. Yeah, wow. Okay. That's good for him. That's the Russo-Khazar Flux. Let me just have a look here. That's down here. It shouldn't reach us. Nice. Okay, back into hosting activity. Go to the tents in 10 days. The 1 day. Go to the tents. Nightly fanfare. You're gonna win this. It'll be trivial, like when your rival Adarn died from your wounds. You're too gracious and benign to fail. It'll be trivial, like when he died from his wounds. Like when we bested him by him just randomly dying. Okay. Sure. Odd thing to say, but sure. The flux is spreading. It's not spreading to us, though. 9 days. Tourney grounds. I will just take the stress loss and the slight increase to score. Board games. We are facing Ivar. I would think that we win. Yeva got through. She's facing Lali in a rematch. Valno is against Dobre, and Starkrither is against Sumar Lethi. I'm ready. The table flips with an almighty thwack, sending the chess pieces flying. Ivar's mood turned suddenly several moves ago as he realized a simple mistake had all but decided the game in my favor. Yes, yes, you win, Empress Yeva, he whines. Happy? Yes, but first of all, grab cutting cornerstones. That makes our building cheaper. We should probably do our buildings soon, but that's fine. We can disqualify him and say, pick them up, I need to make my last move. And also say, let's go back a few moves, which will increase his opinion of me. I don't really need to do that. We could recruit him though. You want to be invited to my court? I'll invite you to my court. And I'm just going to say you could have conceded. Yeva knocked Lali out again in a different contest. Stark Rither got through here. And now we're facing Dobra. Okay. Well, I'm not sure that his Herculean strength is going to help him in a board game contest, but we'll see. We can say that he was cheating. My moves must be unpredictable, or I'll just focus on the game. I'll focus on the game for a 99% chance of succeeding. Here, what we're going to do, we can do learning martial, learning diplomacy, or learning intrigue. Let's do learning martial on him. We have won the board game. Great news. Victory! Yeva's through to the final. Once again, she's through to the final. Now it's us versus her. Her stats are pretty good, so you would expect her to reach the final a lot of the time. Okay. Cheap tricks are beneath me. We will do a martial learning challenge, and we have won the board game tourney. Perfect. I'm proud of my champion again. She gives us a pile of money because we are her liege. We get Grand Master for 5 years, so even more learning on top of our learning. And we get another prize. Wonderful. I got 2 prize bowls, both of which are hot garbage. But we can get some extra opinion by giving a little speech. Ah, we've had this event before. We'll let you be temperate. That's okay. Right, I won the prize bowls. Yes, thank you. Let's go in here. Acquisition date. Other way around. 2 prize bowls. Why does it say I just acquired this? Did I just acquire this? I don't think I just acquired this, but well, it also says I just acquired the Iris Sword, which we've had for ages, so I don't know. Anyway, destroy the prize bowls. Maybe when you repair something, it puts it to the top of the list. I don't know. That's fine. Doesn't really bother me, as long as we can find the ones we're looking for. We actually have more money than we started that tournament with, and we got more development in one of these. So yeah, we're pretty much the same development across the two, which is good now. Okay. I'll pause a second. We can send him off in 2 years. So I think that now is probably a good point to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. If I remember, we'll start off next time by trying to... I was going to say by giving him some jobs, but we don't really want to give him jobs till we send him to the Byzantines and get him back, so... yeah, I don't know what we're going to do starting next time, but we'll figure it out then. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.